Coast Guard men and women, continue to stand the watch. Families stand behind their Coast Guardsmen standing the watch. We saw the nation rally around the United States Coast Guard. There was some, ironically, I think some upsides of a very difficult circumstance for our service, and our service is part of the VHS team and part of the federal government that was directly impacted by the partial federal shutdown. But I think one organization that really, amongst many that's shown through here, was Coast Guard Mutual Assistance, and the ability to, in a time that was different than any other thing. Typically it's an individual or a family, sometimes a group of families that we saw in the 2017, 2018 hurricanes, but this was an organization. And I think Kerry Thomas came on board at a really pivotal time to help lead the organization through this challenge. Pushed out millions of dollars to over 6,000 Coast Guard families. And it's different when I'm from the generation, and Kerry, you might be from the generation, Charlie's from the generation where, we used to have paper checks. And, sometimes you had to go pay $100 to get your check cashed, but you could figure something out. But I never thought about a day that the generation after us woke up on, the 1st or the 16th, and one thing that was certain, you might have spent the night in the couch and you make up for your wife, but one thing was certain, 1st and 16th, you got paid. And all of a sudden you didn't do that. The anxiety it cost our men and women was pretty palpable in our families as we traveled around. And CGMA really drove through that hole in the line and helped and did some remarkable things. I don't want to make it just about that, because the history of the organization is truly just about our folks. It's started by Commandant Ballard back those 95 years ago. It sort of morphed in the 40s to a new name here, and then in 1979 took on the banner Coast Guard Mutual Assistance. I think that's really an appropriate name. So just really honored to be here, to recognize the team, the men and women, the volunteers that came in and helped get those loans out. We got some special guests here today. Harriet Dominique as